Dr. Seth, we need to be careful, says Dr. Serene, but I think one question, of course, is there in everyone's mind across the country at this point: which vaccine is going to be best for Indians? What's the answer to that question, Dr. Seth, in your opinion?
A very interesting question, and of course, we must remember that there's not going to be one vaccine which is best for India. That's taken for good because we have a 1.2 billion population. We will require a number of vaccines, and that is the reason why the government in its wisdom has actually promoted research into a number of vaccines, which are going through various phases of studies. And as you know, 2 of them are already in phase 3. In fact, that's the reason why even the Russian vaccine is being researched into India, with the possibility of, and it's having phase 3s in India, with the possibility of having multiple vaccines. But the important crux of the matter is that it's not just a variety of vaccines, but it's also got to be cost-effective vaccine, it has to be safe vaccine, and it has to meet the logistics of vaccinating vast number of people. Therefore, the cold chain, the logistics of the vaccine itself have to be particularly suited to a country like India. For example, we've just heard about the Pfizer vaccine. One of the deficiencies of it, let alone the cost of the Moderna and the Pfizer, they are priced at anything between $30 and $40. But when we actually look at the logistics of Pfizer, it is a cold chain of minus 70 degrees centigrade, which minus 70 degrees, which does not exist in India at the moment, in which large amount of investments would have to be made to create a cold chain of minus 70 degrees right to the end user from its acquisition to the end user. Same goes for Moderna, which is a minus 20 degrees cold chain. But when you start getting to more user-friendly vaccines, they're usually the ones which are refrigerated in the fridge. That is what AstraZeneca is. That's what we're looking at, the other vaccines which are being actually researched in India. And 3 of them are from India and 2 of them are from abroad. AstraZeneca and Sputnik are the ones from abroad which are going through the phase 3 studies in this country. Now that makes it, so the 2 aspects become that they've got to be effective, and virologists feel that anything more than 50% effectiveness is a good vaccine. Here, certainly a lot of hype has occurred around 90 and 95. It looked like a number to be beaten, but that's not precisely the case. A vaccine could be 70% effective, but if given uniformly to a vast population of patients, could create adequate herd immunity so that the virus does not survive.